The Chungcheong provinces at the center of the country are bypassed by many travelers, but this is a shame, as they contain some fine sites. The old Baekje capitals of Gyeongju and Buyeon provide glimpses of dynasty long dead. Daejeon Beach hosts a rumbourtious annual Mood festival that may well be Korea's most enjoyable event. And there are temples galore. The gigantic golden Buddha at Bopjusa is surrounded by 1,000 high peaks, while the meandering trails and vivid color schemes at Guinsa make it the most visually stimulating temple in the land. Lying within a ferry ride of the mainland's southern shore is the island of Jeju, a popular honeymoon destination for Koreans. While it's undoubtedly a tourist place, it has its remote stretches, and anyone who has climbed the volcanic cone of Halasan, worked through the lava tubes of Majangul, or watched the sun go down from Akchonsa Temple will tell you the trip is more than worthwhile. And finally, of course, there's North Korea, a visit to one of the world's most fierce and most fascinating countries will instantly earn you kudos. Even experienced travelers routinely put the DPRK at the top of their most interesting list. Visits don't come cheap and can only be made a part of guided tour, but the country's inaccessibility brings an epic quality to its few officially sanctioned sites. Where to go? Korea's year is split into 4 distinct seasons. Spring generally lasts from April to June, and in one of the best times to visit. Flowers are in bloom, and frothy cloud of cherry blossom washes a brief wave of pinkish white from south to north. Local heads for the hills, making use of the country's many national parks, and the effects of changes in weather can also be seen in a number of interesting festivals. Korea's summer, on the other hand, can be unbearably muggy, and you may find yourself leaping from one air-conditioner sanctuary to the next. You'll wonder how Koreans can persist with their uniformly fiery food in this time, and you'll certainly be grateful for the ubiquitous water mountains. It's best to avoid the monsoon season. More than half of the country's annual rain falls from early July to late August. In a neat reversal of history, Japan and China protect Korea from most of the area's typhoons, but one or two manage to get through the gap each year. The very best time of the year to visit is autumn, September to November, when temperatures are mild, rainfall is generally low, and festivals are easy to come across. Korea's mountains erupt in a magnificent array of reds, yellow and oranges, and locals flock to national parks to picnic under their fiery canopies. T-shirt weather can continue long into October, though you are likely to need some extra layers by then. The Korean winter is long and cold, with the effects of the Siberian weather system more pronounced the further north you go. However, travel at this time is far from impossible. Public transport services continue undaunted on the floor. Ondol heating systems are cranked up, and the lack of rain creates photogenic contrast between powdery snow, crisp blue skies, off-black pine tree, and the earthy yellow of dead grass.